everyone, my name is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to talk to you guys about my April/O.W.L.s TBR. So what the owls are, it is a reference to the Harry Potter books where in their 5th year they took the owls, or the O.W.L.s, and I think that stands for Ordinary Wizarding Levels, and those were basically standardized tests. This booktuber Book Roast, I will link her channel down below, as well as all of the information having to do with this readathon. She does this magical readathon twice a year basically. I think this is their 3rd year doing this, which is really exciting. So in April she does the owls, and then I think in like September or August she does the newts, and the newts were the standardized tests that the 7th years at Hogwarts took. So I will also be participating in that as well. So the basic gist of this readathon, it is a month-long readathon. Essentially what you do first is you pick a magical career that you would like to go through, and I was definitely deliberating quite a bit between which one I wanted to go for. I was going between an Auror, a librarian, and a Magizoologist. I decided for my very first round of owls that I would go for Magizoologist because there are less prompts for that career and for librarian or Auror, and I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself because I just want to have fun with this. So a Magizoologist, that is essentially what Newt Scamander is. If you need a reminder, Newt Scamander is the main character from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So this career is essentially all about caring for magical creatures, which definitely appealed to me quite a bit. So for this career, you have to complete the owls for care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. And so for each of those courses, there is a very specific prompt. So for the Care of Magical Creatures course, you need to read a book with a creature with a beak on the cover, and I'm so pumped about the books that I chose for this prompt. So I'm going to be reading The Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. Finally. This is long overdue. I'm just going to hold the cover for the first book. So this is a fantasy duology that is well beloved in the booktube community, and I cannot believe it's taken me this long to finally get to it. But it is finally happening in April, and so this is essentially a spin-off duology of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. These both take place in the same universe, which is known as the Grishaverse, and that is a Russian-inspired fantasy world. So I'm really excited. For those of you that don't know, the basic premise of this is that there are 6 dangerous outcasts, and they come together to pull off a heist. I don't know much more about it than that, other than that all the characters in this are really iconic apparently, and this duology is supposed to be really well done. So I am just so stoked to finally get to this month. And the next course is Charms, and that prompt is a white cover or a mostly white cover. And so for that one, I'm going with Restore Me by Tahira Mafi. This is the 4th book in the Shatter Me series. I'm actually planning on reading the last 3 books. So with me, I have Restore Me, which is book 4, and then Defy Me is book 5, and Imagine Me is coming out exactly on March 31st. And I did pre-order that, so that should be coming in exactly on the release day. And I am looking forward to completing this series. I'm going to be honest, I didn't adore the first trilogy, but I was definitely entertained by the books and I flew through them. I do find the premise to be interesting and the characters are definitely very entertaining. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to completing this series this month. Then the next course is Herbology, and that one is title that starts with an M. And for that one, I'm going with My Darling Duke by Stacey Reid. This is a historical romance that I've heard really great things about. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and as we all know by now, I am complete trash for Beauty and the Beast retellings, which there will be more evidence of later in this video actually. But yeah, I've just heard really great things about this one and about Stacey Reid as an author in general. So I did buy the ebook off of Amazon, and then I do have the audiobook for this one off of Hoopla as well. And the last prompt is for Potions, and that is a book under 150 pages. And for that one, I am going with Night. This is by Elie Wiesel, and this was the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm gonna just read a little bit of the synopsis. This is an autobiography about Elie Wiesel. So Elie was a teenager when he and his family were taken from their home in 1944 to the Auschwitz concentration camp and then to Buchenwald. Night is a terrifying record of Elie Wiesel's memories of the death of his family, the death of his own innocence, and his despair as a deeply observant Jew confronting the absolute evil of man. And this is definitely under 150 pages. I think it's just about 150 115 or 118 pages. I have a feeling that this is going to be a very powerful book, even though it is very short. All right, guys, we have one more book on my official April TBR, and this is the book that I was referring to when I talked about being trash for Beauty and the Beast retellings, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is yet another series that I cannot believe it's taken me this long to finally get to, but here we are in April. It is happening. I'm only putting this first book on my TBR because I'm not sure if I want to binge the whole series or if I want to do what I did for the Throne of Glass series, which was just reading a book per month. So yeah, like I said, this is a very loose Beauty and the Beast retelling about this girl named Feyre. She essentially kills a wolf in the woods, and apparently she wasn't supposed to. And this guy Tamlin shows up and he wants retribution for what she has done, and so he takes her as a prisoner back to the world of the Fae. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to starting this series. I've heard really great things about it. This just sounds like another great Sarah J. Maas series that I am going to be complete trash for. All right, guys, that's going to be it for my April/O.W.L.s TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I would also love it if you would consider pushing that like button and subscribing, and I thank you in advance if you do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!